Welcome back and thank you for being here. Imagine you're one of the most powerful people on the planet. World leaders are calling, the fate of nations is on your shoulders, and the stress is enough to make anyone crack. Now imagine that every single night before you close your eyes, you put yourself on trial. I'm talking about Winston Churchill. So most people see the cigar, the V for victory, and the stoic bulldog who stared down tyranny. But there was a secret engine behind that legendary confidence, and it wasn't just the brandy. It was a brutal, daily ritual of self-examination that would make most modern influencers sweat. Churchill was obsessed with his own performance. He didn't just hope he was doing a good job. He audited himself like a forensic accountant daily. He once said that every night he'd court-martial his own soul. He would sit there in the quiet hours and ask himself, did I actually do anything effective today? Or was I just pawing the ground and going through the motions? Think about that word, court-martial. It's punchy, it's aggressive, and it's a little bit terrifying. He wasn't just reflecting, he was prosecuting his own laziness and ego. There is a lesson in that for all of us, to be sure. Now, he wasn't the first to do this. He actually drew inspiration from guys like Benjamin Franklin and even the ancient Stoics like Marcus Aurelius, who looked at their inner selves. Churchill was a Freemason if you didn't know. I actually did not know this. And while he didn't spend his life in the Masonic lodges, he definitely kept that mentality close to his heart. He viewed his character as a project that needed to be molded and polished into something as close to perfect as possible. He used journaling, another Stoic's tool of the trade, as his primary tool. But this wasn't the Dear Diary stuff about his feelings. This was a tactical debriefing. He believed that if you don't write it down, you're just kidding yourself. That belief may be antiquated because I just don't get it. Anyhow, anyone can feel busy, but Churchill wanted to know if he was victorious, which becomes a lifelong theme for him. Is it a little intense? Absolutely. Is it a bit much to hold yourself to a standard that borders on obsession? Maybe, for me it is. At least in that form or the sense of it. But arguably look at the results. You don't lead a global resistance by being okay with your flaws. You do it by being your own toughest critic before anyone else gets the chance. He understood that the biggest battle isn't with the guy across the channel. It's with the person in the mirror staring back at him. He treated his own mind like a construction site by all accounts. He was constantly checking the blueprints and making sure the foundation wasn't crumbling. Remember, he mostly wrote everything down, so we have an accounting of his mentality to prove it. If Churchill found the time to court-martial himself while the world was literally on fire all around him, and that is why he is considered to be one of the greatest modern heads of state in human history. See you next time, bye-bye.